ever video blog. I want to start out by thanking you for all of your questions that you submitted. I had received over 120 questions for this video blog post, and of course I can't answer them all today. So what I did is decided to focus today on some random questions about me personally, so you can get to know the writer of the blog that you read, and then if this is an ongoing thing that we decide to do on the blog with the videos, then I can focus on some of the other questions that I received that are more specific to organizing and personal dilemmas and other random facts that you want to know about me and the blog. So to get started today, I am randomly selecting, using random.org, your questions that you had asked about me. There was about 45, so just using a random generator to pick questions, and we'll go from there. Okay, so the very first question that I received is, what is my favorite project completed since starting the blog? I would have to say my very favorite is my closet office, and only because it was the one I was forced to be by far the most creative with. I had to make it a space that I really enjoyed and really maximize a small space. So, you know, we did everything in that room, from painting out the trim, adding wallpaper, and then using all of the vertical space to add a ton of storage and a place for all my crafts. So now I have this cozy little nook that I totally adore, and again, it's by far one of my favorite places in the whole house, and definitely the one that I am most proud of. Okay, so the next question is how old am I, how old is Brian, and how old are our kids? And then also, how old were we when we got married? So I just celebrated my big 30th birthday recently. My husband is almost 32, and our beautiful boys, Preston is 10, Peyton is 7, and Parker is 4. Brian and I were 19 and 21 when we got married, which means we just celebrated our 10-year anniversary this summer. Is do I think that we'll have more kids and maybe even try for a girl? It's funny, I get this question a lot, but the answer is we made the decision after our last boy was born that we are done having kids. You know, we have 3 beautiful, healthy boys. We couldn't ask for more. We're so blessed already. So, and plus, if we were to try for that girl, I know we'd probably end up with a basketball team. You know, and it was always a dream of mine to have a little girl, and sometimes I do feel outnumbered, but you know, my boys are the best, and they're also mama's boys, so you know, I wouldn't trade them for the world. Excitable in real life as I am in my writing? The answer is yes and no. If you know me personally, I am like the biggest goofball, and you know, laugh a lot and love to have fun. You know, but it's definitely when I'm comfortable. I think, you know, if I'm in a big group or a new setting, I'm actually quite the introvert, and I'm always the quiet one. Do I find myself reorganizing the same spaces over and over? Yes and no. So I think that as our family grows and evolves and changes, our needs do too. So we definitely have to reorganize something that may no longer be valid for us anymore or be working for us anymore. that does happen occasionally as our needs change. But I also find that I reorganize when I have this really great idea and I put it in place, and it might be pretty, but it might not be functional, or I may have just failed completely at my problem solving, and it happens. And then I will use that as an opportunity to keep reorganizing that space or problem until I get it right. And I definitely think that there's nothing wrong with that at all. If I could visit any celebrity and help them get organized, who would it be? I would have to say that I would love to go house crash Johnny Depp and help him, just because I have like the world's biggest crush on him. And then another one I think would be interesting to house crash and help organize would be Scarlett Johansson, because I get told a lot that I look like her, and even though I don't necessarily see the resemblance, it would be fun to meet her and see if we're anything alike in person. The next question is where did I meet my husband? We met online, but not truly online, not like a dating service. His good friend and my good friend actually met online and then started dating. And then one day they asked Brian and I to tag along, and we did. And when him and I met, we hit it off right away and became the best of friends, and then started dating, and the rest was history. Does it or would it bother me if someone copied me? And I don't even have to think long about that answer. It's definitely not at all. It would never bother me. I think that's why I blog. I blog to hopefully inspire even just one person, or offer one idea that can help make somebody else's life easier, or help them make their space more pleasant or happy. And as a blogger, I am out in looking at blogs and finding inspiration all over the place, in magazines or books or on TV or the internet. And I definitely use those ideas to copy them and make them my own in my own home. So I think copying is definitely the biggest form of flattery, and I say, use my blog or my ideas and make them your own and love them, and I am so grateful that you do. Okay, so the next question totally made me laugh, and it's if I have a Monica closet. I thought Peyton could help me answer this one. Peyton, say hi.
Hi, I'm Peyton.
Okay, so
our mom does not have a Monica closet.
Do you know what a Monica closet is?
Yes, it's where somebody just gets a ton of junk and then throws it in the closet, and then that person would say, "Hey, look at my pretty house. I don't have any junk."
Right. And I know some of you might be a little disappointed to hear I don't have a Monica closet. I definitely have storage spaces that need a little bit of help, or love, or beautification, but definitely no Monica closet in this house. I just try to weed out things that don't belong and live a more simple life. through daycare and what my daily routine is like. And so I get to use this video blog as a way to make a really exciting, fun announcement, and that is that I am no longer doing daycare. It actually happened at the end of last school year. I was blogging full-time and running the daycare full-time to the point where between the two I didn't have a lot of time left. So I decided it was time to pick one or the other, and we gave the summer a trial period of me blogging full-time and no longer doing daycare. And that's why we hadn't announced it. We really wanted to make sure that we had an evaluation period, and you know, it went great. So, you know, with your support, that is too. So thank you so much for that. Doing daycare was such a blessing. I was home full-time with my kids, and you know, I couldn't have done it without daycare. I met amazing families. The kids made me laugh every minute of the day. So it's definitely a bittersweet choice. But I couldn't be more excited about where the blog is going, and the time now that I'll have to start pursuing a new dream and, you know, get out there and maybe help organize houses and expand my shop and, you know, again, keep blogging because I do love it so much. So, and then I can still be home for my kids when they're here, and it's, you know, the best of every world right now, and again, I couldn't be more grateful. So when it comes to my daily routine, since school just started, I really don't have one. This summer we were kind of crazy and did all sorts of things and had no routine, and now that school's in place, I am excited because I am excited to start building a routine, and as soon as I have that in place, I promise I will share it with you. But again, thank you for reading every day, all your comments, everything that you do to support me, and again, all this couldn't be possible without you as well. So I am forever grateful to you, and again, thank you for watching the video today, and you know, we'll see you again soon.